Here are the 13 ongoing, fully funded international scholarships. You're welcome to the G.W.O channel, and today we're going to talk about all these scholarships. We will give you the most important details you need to know, and afterwards you can do your full research on that. Now, bear in mind that these scholarships cut across countries like USA, Poland, and just name them. Let's get started right now. So the very first scholarship opportunity we'll talk about is the McCall MacBain Scholars Program. Now, the McCall MacBain Scholars Program is a scholarship opportunity that was provided by the McCall MacBain Foundation. Over the years, the McCall MacBain Foundation has partnered with so many universities as well as other scholarship foundations. This partnership is actually with the McGill University, which is located in Canada. So if you're an international student, you are interested in studying in Canada, you might as well want to consider applying to the McGill University. So you can in turn apply for the McCall MacBain Scholarship, and then your tuition and as well as other life expenses will be taken care of. So if you see yourself as someone who has an exceptional character, you have exquisite community engagement, leadership potential, entrepreneurial spirit, academic strength, and intellectual curiosity, then of course you can go ahead and apply for this scholarship, notwithstanding the eligibility criteria. So if you want to be eligible for the 2026 cohort, then you will need to meet one of the following criteria. So if you are a current student on track to earn your first bachelor's degree by August 2026, you are eligible. If you earned your first bachelor's degree in the last 5 years, you are also eligible. And if you earned your first bachelor's degree more than 5 years ago and were 30 years or younger on January 1st, 2025, then you're eligible. So you also need to meet the minimum degree and language requirements for McGill Master's Program admission. So obviously, just like any other scholarship opportunity, once you get it, you will be interviewed. And when you're interviewed and you're seen as eligible, or let's say qualify for the scholarship, of course, it will be given to you, and then you will become a McCall MacBain scholar. So let's talk about the application deadlines for the 2026 admissions. So if you are in Canada and also the United States at large, your deadline is September 24, 2025. However, for international students, it's August 20th, 2025 by 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So you need to check your deadline if you want to verify that or confirm your application deadline for the 2026 admission. You can decide to take this short test and it will be confirmed as to when your application deadline is due. So I stated earlier that the McCall MacBain Scholarship Program is currently being run at the McGill University. So you also need to check the eligible McGill programs that if you apply for, you will be eligible for the McCall MacBain Scholarship Program. So you can do so by just clicking on this hyperlink and then it will send you there. We are not doing a scholarship breakdown of this. We are just giving you more information on everything that you need to know concerning the McCall MacBain Scholars Program. And of course, this found itself on our list of the 13 currently ongoing scholarships for international students. So yes, feel free to check our description box and you will see the link for the McCall MacBain Scholars Program. All the best in that. Now let's go to the next scholarship. That's scholarship number 2. Opportunity number 2 is the University of Melbourne Human Rights Scholarship. Now this scholarship is a scholarship for domestic or international students who are enrolling in graduate research degree and undertaking research in the field of human rights. So if you are in this category, then you can also apply for the University of Melbourne Human Rights Scholarship. The application was opened in May 2025 and it will close on the 31st of October 2025. Now the benefits amount is what you can see there. That's $94,200 And the eligibility study level is graduate research. Eligible student type is domestic and international students, and the eligible study stage is future study, current study, and the benefit duration is 1 or more years. So these are some of the benefits you can find. Of course, you see everything on the page. So let's talk a little about the eligibility and selection criteria. So to be considered for this scholarship, you must have applied for and met the entry requirements for a master or doctorate by research degree for commencement in the year of award. You must intend to undertake graduate research in the field of human rights, and you must have not already completed a research qualification at the same or higher level as the course for which a scholarship is sought. And you must not have previously received a graduate research scholarship. Eligible applicants are selected on the basis of academic merit, the area of study in and level of commitment to human rights, and the strength of supporting documentations. So let's move on to scholarship number 3. So the next opportunity is the Poland government Stefan Banach program. Now, the objective of the program is to promote socio-economic progress of developing countries by raising the level of knowledge and education of their citizens in the form of scholarships for second-degree studies in Polish or in English at Polish universities, supervised by the Minister of Science and Higher Educations. So, the NAWA scholarships may be applied for by citizens of the following countries. So the countries have been listed over here. So you can go through the countries and see if your country has been listed. If not, forget about it. So the program is a joint initiative of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Polish National Agency for Academic Exchange in the form of Polish Developmental Aid. Scholarship number 4 is the Saudi Arabia government scholarships for bachelor's degree, master's, and PhD programs. When you click on the link for this one, you're going to see most of the translations in Arabic. So you can click on the language that you speak so that you can comprehend all that is in here. So let's quickly go into the application mechanism. So all you have to do is create an account on the platform, choose the appropriate program, the receipt of acceptance letter, educational visa application, arrive to Saudi Arabia, and blah, 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 and you're good to go. So if you want to apply, you just click on there and that is it. So for the university stage, the deadline is the 31st July 2025 and postgraduate is 31st October 2025. There's more to know and more to learn concerning this particular scholarship opportunity. So when you click on the link, you do all your research on that. Let's go to scholarship number 5. Scholarship number 5 is the Korean government's KOICA fellowship program. So if you want to apply for it, you can click on the link in our description box, and when you do that, you can read more about the KOICA fellowship program. However, just know that people who are eligible for this program must be partnering countries, right? So some countries are selected by the KOICA among the DACA list of ODA recipients, whatever that is. You can do more research on that. However, there are certain countries that are eligible, right? So some of the benefits include tuition, monthly allowance, airfare, accommodation, settlement allowance, scholarship competition, grants, and every wonderful thing you can think about. So you can refer to the application guideline for more information on the eligibility criteria. However, for the application period, the deadline is by July 2025. So try your best and apply as fast as possible. So I believe these are the universities that have the set scholarships. So you look through, and the one that you are interested in, of course, you'd have to apply to that. If you're an international student, you need to meet all the international criteria and you're good to go. So guys, let's move to scholarship number 6. So scholarship opportunity number 6 is the McGill University Entrance Bursary Program, right? So the McGill University Entrance Bursary Program supports students from low to modest income families, and you do not need to have accepted your offer of admission to apply. So the entrance bursary application can be found on the My Financial Aid and Awards menu on Minerva, so you can click there and get in touch with the entrance bursary application. Now the deadline for application is 30th June 2025, and students are encouraged to apply within 30 days from the date of formal acceptance. So there are scholarships for undergraduates, graduate, postdoctoral, and even international students. So everything is on their page. You can literally do all the research you need before you apply. Let's move on to scholarship number 7. Next opportunity is the University of Freiburg DAAD/EPOS scholarships for young professionals from developing countries. Now, this program is run by the German government. So I don't know how to pronounce that, but the DAAD has selected the MEG program as a development-related postgraduate course, and so the program can offer a limited number of EPOS scholarships. You can click on that to know more about the EPOS scholarships. Now, candidates will be selected by the program committee of the MEG program. In a second step, DAAD will check the selection carefully and decide upon the candidates. So the application phase for winter semester 2026 is from 1st July to 15th October 2025. So young professionals from developing countries, you can check the DAC countries who meet all the following requirements are eligible for the program. So they must have an academic degree that is not older than 6 years at the time of application, and as follows. So you can do all your research on that and you're good to go. So there are lots of online eligibility assessments that you can complete to check or verify or confirm your eligibility. So you can do well to begin applying and, of course, do more research about it. So let's move on to our 8th scholarship opportunity. So the next opportunity is the Ferguson Scholarship at the Aston University. That's Birmingham, UK. So that one too has a lot to offer. You can receive a full tuition fee cover of 20,500 euros and contribution of 6,000 euros towards living costs. So the beautiful thing is that the Ferguson scholarships are available to students applying for one of the following postgraduate taught programs, that is Masters Pharmaceutical Sciences, Drug Delivery, Pharmacokinetics, Stem Cells and Regenerative Medicine, amongst others. So you must hold a conditional or unconditional offer for one of the above courses, and you must be a national from India or an African country and hold a 2:1 degree or equivalent in a relevant subject for the course you are applying for, and be a self-funded student. No agency-referred candidates will be eligible. So how do you apply? Obviously, you have to submit an application for your chosen course by selecting Apply Now on the course web page, and you follow the complete scholarship web form at the bottom of the page. I mean, this page before the scholarship deadline, which is 30th June 2025. I believe this is a very fun opportunity, so more things to learn concerning this scholarship. Let's move on to scholarship number 9. So the next opportunity, that's scholarship number 9, is the Rhodes Scholarship at the University of Oxford. So there's so much to learn about that one too. The Rhodes Trust is an educational charity which brings together and develops exceptional people who are impatient with the way things are and have the courage to act. So, the Rhodes Scholarship is also a life changing opportunity for postgraduate study at the Oxford University. The costs covered by the scholarship includes the University of Oxford course fees, as well as providing an annual stipend. Now, for the 2024-2025 academic year, the stipend is this, and from which scholars pay all living expenses, including accommodation. To check the eligibility criteria, you need to check your country. So I'll do that so we can look into the eligibility criteria. When you type your country, you would be sent to a page where you can check your eligibility criteria. So yes, you can use the eligibility the eligibility checker below to find out if you're eligible for the Rhodes Scholarship for its consistency. So my constituency box will have been automatically completed for you based on the country you selected on the previous page. So you should then answer yes or no to each of the eligibility questions. Once you have answered each question, please click continue to find out if you are eligible or not. So now, these are the steps I have to actually go through. These are the procedures I have to go through to check my eligibility criteria. So let me use myself to check if I am eligible as a process of educating you on how to check your eligibility for the Rhodes Scholarship, right? So the second question, well, let me see. My constituency is West Africa. That's true. My nationality or citizenship. So am I a citizen of one of the following countries? Yes, I'm eligible. I am a citizen of one of the following countries up there. So your education or residency, have you been resident in one or more of the countries listed above for at least 5 of the last 10 years? Yes. Now my age criteria, I must be aged 18 to 24 on 1st October 2025. So there's more information here. So you just click yes or no based on the information there. See, you continue. All right. When you check everything, you would see whether you're eligible. So you see, I do not meet the eligibility criteria. So you can also go through this to check if you're eligible, and of course you can check other scholarship opportunities on this platform. I hope that's great. You can continue with the rest. So let's move on to scholarship number 10. Next opportunity is the co-funded Monash Graduate Scholarship Program. So the co-funded Monash Graduate Scholarships are provided by Monash University to support students undertaking research doctorate and research master's degrees. So if you want to know if you're eligible, you can check this. You must be an Australian citizen, a New Zealand citizen, an Australian permanent resident, Australian humanitarian visa holder, and international student. So you must meet the following criteria. You must meet the Monash competitive scholarship selection process requirements and meet the Monash English language proficiency requirements. You can click on the hyperlinks to check that. Now, the benefits, it's a living allowance and a relocation allowance if eligible. And the selection criteria too has been stated here. So how to apply? So application for the graduate research scholarships is done at the time of applying for your course, unless you are already enrolled. So there's more info. There's more to that. Now, for the international students, your deadline is 31st March and domestic is 31st May. So that's round 1. International students, round 1. So for international students, round 3, it closes on the 31st of August. And for domestic, it closes on the 31st of October. So you can do all the reading and know if you're eligible to apply for this particular scholarship. Let's move on to scholarship number 11. The next opportunity is the University of Miami Stamp Scholarship. The Stamp Scholarship is University of Miami's most prestigious merit award available to students at the University of Miami. Now, this scholarship is awarded to exceptional and academically accomplished high school seniors. So there's more information on this particular page. So early decision 1 and early action applicants are automatically considered when they apply for early admission to the University of Miami by submitting all first year admission requirements by November 1st. So yes, for international students too, you can apply to the University of Miami. You'll be considered for a merit-based scholarship. So let's move on to the next, that is scholarship number 12. The next is the Australian Government RTP scholarships at the University of Sydney. So this is also a very wonderful opportunity that all international students can apply for. So you can apply for admission and submit all required documents for admission to a higher degree by research through the Sydney courses by the deadlines outlined in the application and award timeline tables below, and also submit the scholarship application form by the deadlines outlined in the application and award timelines below. So you can see all the information here. You go through it and you're good to go. So just do your research on these scholarships. Our aim in this particular video is to make you know the scholarships which are currently running for domestic and international students, and most importantly, international students. So yeah, for the eligibility criteria, you must be a commencing or enrolled domestic or international higher degree by research student, and you must have an outstanding record of academic achievement and previous research experience. So these are the scholarships that are listed, the eligibility and award process, the benefits, and the terms and conditions. We have the Vice Chancellor's International Excellence Scholarship at the University of Waikato, and that's in New Zealand. So the subject areas which will be considered for the program are listed below, and the study levels is for undergraduate and postgraduate. So the scholarship is for all areas of study and is reviewed monthly, and the above closing date does not apply. So the above closing date doesn't apply. So eligibility, this scholarship is intended to support talented international students who are enrolling for the first time into undergraduate or postgraduate programs at the University of Waikato. The scholarships have a value of up to $15,000. I do not know what New Zealand dollars, okay? And it will be awarded to successful applicants who demonstrate excellent academic achievement. So how to apply? 1, read the guidelines. If you are new, complete an application to enroll. So you can click there to complete the application to enroll and apply using My Waikato. And then you apply. You can click on the apply now and you will get that page accessible. Thank you all so much. If you've tuned in till the end of this video, you have covered the 13 currently ongoing scholarships for international students, and I hope you chanced on one which you're interested in. Do well to check the description box for all the links for all the respective scholarships, and do well to do more research. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments section, and within 48 hours or 72 hours we will respond. However, if it takes longer than that, please forgive us, and look out for a post on YouTube very soon for a summary of all the opportunities that are available. Thank you. Goodbye.